Summer is ended, the leaves are turning brown. Red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready.
What you want? What do you want? What do you want? Breakfast? Okay. Just a minute. Say your prayers. Eat.
I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow away the sight. All that blossomed will wither away and die. Not now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon.
Alright guys, we've got some work to do outside today. It did snow this morning and it got pretty chilly last night, and we finally made it up to 40 degrees today. It's after 2 in the afternoon, so that might be our high for the day. But anyway, we've been keeping the fire going 24/7 for a bit to make sure that it doesn't get too cold in here. So I need to get bring up a bunch of wood onto the porch and fill the wood box in here. And then I've got some things to do to prepare for next year's flowers in the garden, and So I need to pull in some compost and just set up the soil and whatnot to rest for the winter. And then I've got a selection of bulbs here that I have not planted any bulbs on this property. And so we'll see how it goes. It'll be a surprise in the spring when they pop up. Some of these I've never had any of these kinds of bulbs. So let's just get out there and get started and see what we can get done today. This is our yard compost. This is all the grass clippings and dead leaves and all the things that would be in the yard. They just go in a big organic pile in the backyard, and they just sit all summer doing their thing, and then I'll add it to the garden in the fall.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow.
This is our household compost. This is food waste and things like that, and we keep it in the bin because the animals, the dogs, and the moose will get into it in the winter. So we try to keep the household compost separate, and we didn't have a ton of activity going on there this year because we have the chickens and we're feeding them a lot of the food compost also.
And the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were on.
So this year was the first year that anything had come back into this flower garden here. I had started it the year before, so there's only a couple plants in it. So this year I'm digging and turning all the soil and putting the compost in there, hopefully adding some good minerals to the soil, and that we have a successful flower garden next summer. And I'm still working on a possible plot for some garden vegetables. I haven't got a good sunny spot picked out for growing a garden. We have limited space and actually limited sun on this property, so I'm still working on that. But I do have this little flower garden. It works so far pretty good right here.
Going all the way on.
This is just an old stump that just happened to be in the area of the flower garden, and the last 2 years I just left it, and I actually put some dirt down in some of the rotting areas, and I was growing moss and some mushrooms and whatnot on the stump, and I think that the soil actually helped it to rot, and this year it is just falling apart. So I'm just going to tear this stump down and just use the wood fibers as some of my compost and just mix it into the soil.
November. Turn the world around us into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase it, puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. I wonder where they're going, the flight of...
If you haven't met her yet, the dog on the left is Tundra, and she is Maddie's sister, and she lives next door. I believe she was actually in my last video. She came and visited me while I was having coffee outside on the porch. The dogs are wanting me to throw a stick for them. That's why they keep bugging me. They want my sticks.
There's no way of knowing, but maybe someplace far from you and I. When the autumn leaves are playing chase it, puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are...
Hey guys, check this out. I was out doing some yard work, and earlier this summer I took our toilet seat off and just put foam down. So I happened to find this outside, and I was like, what do I do with it? Do I throw it away? We might need it later. We might change our minds. You know, it's a nice wooden toilet seat. What else is it? It's a wreath for my outhouse door. That's what that is. I am going to decorate this puppy for fall. Should we do? Should this be the top or the bottom? Maybe it'll hang better with that one up. I don't know what we're doing, but we're just going to do, let's see. We've got some burlap. Gotta have the burlap. So I'm just gonna need glue. I'm gonna stick some of this burlap here on the back. Ow, it's hot. All right, now how should we do it? Should we? else? What do you think? It's my toilet seat fall wreath. All right, that was a spur of the moment little fun craft, and I better get back to work. I'm supposed to be planting bulbs and bringing in some wood up into the wood bin here on the porch. I got sidetracked, but that was fun. All right, back to work. All right, guys, I got carried away with planting my bulbs and working in my garden. And then the grandkids came over and they were helping, so I completely forgot to film, but I'll show you what it looks like with everything ready for winter and ready for next spring blooms. So I made a little map here. I have outhouse shower. Here's the trail to the outhouse and a path. And so I've got tulips here. These are previous flowers. These are previous plants. I planted some daffodils, some allium. Not sure how to say that, but allium and crocus. Anyway, so that's the little map. Alright, so this is what we did. Tore up the stump. I've got things planted in there. All in here. The pathway here kind of dug up and redid. I've got plants there. So my little flower garden, and it's all ready for winter.
Dancing through the last days of September. Dancing through the last days of September.